7 Most Effective Wealth Building Strategies. People often wonder why the rich keep getting richer. Do the rich have some secret sauce that allows them to continue to propel their wealth year over year, while the average individual struggles to pay their bills and save for retirement? If you're hoping for a magic wealth potion or secret, I'm going to disappoint. There's no secret sauce. Even though this is what most human beings want, hustle and approach is the key to success. What is creating wealth all about? Creating wealth is about diligently investing in yourself, education, and knowledge, learning the basics of finances, understanding risk and reward, and taking appropriate risk where required. Once you have those mechanics, it's about leveraging your wealth via investing accurately and earning outsized returns. That, in a nutshell, is the approach for wealth creation. If you do the above over and over, you will construct generational wealth that will prolong nicely beyond your lifetime, and prolong to your heirs. When I write about creating wealth, I center of attention on the pinnacle 0.1%. I'm no longer referring to $1 or $2 million, however rather, $30 million and more, the top 0.1%. That's the wealth you prefer to achieve, and that's what I write about. How to become a millionaire? 1. Spend your time investing in yourself, not investing in the markets. My pinnacle wealth building strategy would possibly be barely unpopular, however if you're younger, don't center of attention on investing. Investing only sincerely pays off when you have capital. Instead, make investments in yourself earlier than wondering about investments and retirement. Having a focal point on private development all through your youthful years will help you appreciably increase your earning potential. After that, as soon as you have carried out a high earning potential, don't scale up lifestyle charges. This is how even extremely highly paid C-level executives cease up marrying their jobs. Hopefully, by means of your late 20s, you can comfortably fund your lifestyle with simply 20% of your income. Constantly greenback average 50% of your income into growth-focused ETF that has a lengthy term horizon. Commit to never drawing from this fund until the day you retire. Allocate 10% as an opportunity fund to begin companies or angel invest. You must retailer the different 20% for long-term plans like getting married, getting a residence and traveling. 2. Rethink and understand your relationship with risk. My top wealth constructing tip is to rethink your relationship with risk. It may additionally seem like wealthy individuals, particularly entrepreneurs, tend to be risky. Yet, when you find out about the lives of extraordinary entrepreneurs and businesses, you examine that these supposed risks were very calculated. If you're looking to come to be wealthy, identify some low-cost dangers you can take today. Examples include beginning a side business, or if you already personal a business, adding a distinct income stream. When you locate a hazard that starts off to provide some payoff, that's when you go all in. 3. Pay yourself first and diversify. The pinnacle wealth building approach for enterprise owners and personnel is to pay yourself first. Not only is it a must, however it also wants to be totally automated. The profit or financial savings needs to be funneled to a separate account that is hard to get right of entry to eliminate temptations of spending the money. If you don't have excess quantities of earnings or savings yet, begin with 1% or essentially $1 out of each and every $100 you earn. You won't pass over the greenback, and over time you can expand the proportion by way of 1%. If you did that every 6 months in 5 years, you would be automatically channeling 10% of your income in a financial savings program. After 10 years you would be saving 20% of your income, and after 20 years 40%. Because it's automated, it happens besides hesitation or friction. Since you are making tiny modifications, you in no way note the 1% which ability. There is no hostilities to put the quantity aside. What you by no means acquire you never miss. The key is to make the money impossible to get admission to, so that you are never tempted to spend them. You can use these cash to make investments in stocks, bonds, mutual dollars, or beyond regular time in actual estate. The key is to have a stockpile of wealth separate from your major income source. This procedure works for both employees and enterprise owners and ensures wealth over time. 4. Develop a wealth-oriented mindset. My quantity 1 tip for building long-term wealth is altering your mindset. Everything starts there because you are the solely one keeping you back. Sure, you need to pay off debt, manipulate your money better, and make saving computerized, but you in reality have to trust you can do it and that it's worth it. You have to get out of your very own way. The majority of North Americans are broke and dwelling paycheck to paycheck even in the best financial system and lowest unemployment fee we have ever had. This is because of how they assume about cash and how to manipulate it. It is vital for you to understand how you think about money and why, and then take a look at these ideas towards information and reality. This is specifically actual if you choose to construct wealth. You have to trust that you must build wealth, that wealth is a desirable thing, and that your future self will want income. If you think cash is evil, the rich are soul-sucking devils, or that you will by no means retire someday, why in the world would you try to build wealth? Some things to assume about in order to trade your mindset encompass checking out your views in opposition to reality. For example, do you assume millionaires make $1 million greenbacks a year? The reality is that they don't. Most millionaires make an average income. Being a millionaire potential, they have an internet really worth of $1 million. Another example, do you assume wealthy humans are terrible people? Find any individual in your life or community that you think is rich that doesn't suit this mold. If you find one properly rich person, that means that all wealthy people are not evil. Then assume about how you desire to live when you get older. What sort of legacy do you want to depart for your children? Building wealth isn't just about whether or not you want or choose it. It's about building the lifestyles you choose for yourself, your children, and your grandchildren. Once you start to take a look at your thoughts and emotions around constructing wealth, then you will be in a position to do the practical matters you need to do to simply get there. 5. Track your net worth. My excellent tip for constructing wealth is to track your net worth. A latest learn about at the Dominican University of California determined that these who wrote down their goals and met with an accountability accomplice every week to talk about their development have been 33% extra possibly to obtain their goals than those who did no longer write down their goals. If you in reality care about achieving something, you must take intentional steps closer to that goal, right? If you are a student, you want to make positive you are finishing the required courses for your degree. If you favor to be a professional athlete, you must control your food plan and exercise strategically daily. So why would you deal with your wealth building and economic independence growth differently? Tracking your internal worth with an intentional frequency forces you to understand your growth, or lack of progress, over time and offers you a chance to trade your approach if you are now not meeting your very own expectations. Even if you solely take a look at your net worth quarterly or each 6 months, you'll nonetheless be in a position to see its alternate over long periods. This tracking addiction can positively give a boost to true money behavior, like investing and decreasing debt. As you make progress, your genius will ride fantastic endorphin releases which will similarly inspire you to focus on your wealth goals. 6. Learn how to invest like a billionaire. The fine wealth building tip out there, fingers down, is to invest. And yes, I would possibly be biased, however I am now not by myself with this opinion. I mean, it is how humans like Warren Buffett made their fortune. The motive investing is such an exquisite wealth-building technique is due to the fact of compound interest. Or, how Albert Einstein calls it, the eighth surprise of the world. He who understands it earns it, he who doesn't, will pay it. The beauty of investing, especially index investing, is that when you earn 7 or 8% per year on average, the next year, you earn that identical quantity on your new base of cash. So your snowball continues getting bigger as it rolls down the hill and positive aspects momentum. So get began nowadays and get that ball rolling in the direction of the valley of wealth. 7. House hacking to eliminate housing expenses. If you're currently dwelling in an apartment, reflect on consideration on buying a 2 to 4 unit multifamily property and residing in one unit. This strategy, known as residence hacking, lets in you to use rents from other units to pay for the mortgage. When you residence hack, you dispose of your housing expenses. Assuming your rent and utilities are $1,500 per month, you would be saving $18,000 per year. Not only are you getting rid of that expense, but you additionally get tax breaks, property fee appreciation, and loan paydown by residence hacking. Once you stay in the property for a year or two, you can retailer up $18,000 to $36,000 for a down fee on your main house. You can even use the money glide from the multifamily to pay for the loan on your fundamental residence too. If you don't want to very own or live in a multifamily property, you can use this same strategy on a single-family house. Just rent out your rooms or part of a portion of your residence and hire it out, like an in-law suite or a finished basement. Thanks for watching us till end. Hope so you was enjoyed this lesson, and please make sure that you are subscribed.